53 weeks ago, Immaculata Spartans from Somerville, New Jersey, traveled to Bergen Catholic in Oradell for a Parochial A North semifinal championship game. Behind the 2 touchdown runs of 6 and 4 yards by junior fullback Joe DeFranco and by an electrifying 80-yard touchdown run by senior halfback and Tennessee-bound Eric Lane, Bergen Catholic took a commanding 21-0 lead over the Spartans from Somerville. But behind the arm of senior quarterback Brent Lyons and the 18 receptions of senior wide receiver Robert Redlinger, Immaculata fought back to trail 21-17 with 1:13 to play. On the ensuing plays, Zeke Rogers and Joe DeFranco fumbled a handoff and the ball rolled into the end zone. It was recovered by Immaculata just 6 inches outside the end zone for a safety. Today, as these two teams meet again, will Immaculata be able to retrieve those 6 inches that kept them from the title game? Or will BC continue on its way for a second Parochial A title championship? The answer to these questions will be brought to you by WCTV. From Crusader Stadium in Oradell, New Jersey, WCTV presents a special broadcast of the semifinal championship game between the Spartans of Immaculata and the Crusaders of Bergen Catholic. Hello everyone, I'm Larry LaFermi, John Francola, and in the middle today our statistician, Dr. Raymond Saint. And let's start with you, John. 53 weeks ago, almost to the day, Immaculata came in here and was down 21-0, and before we knew it, they battled back, and at the end of the game, it was 21-19, and for 6 inches, Immaculata might have pulled an upset.
That was probably one of the most exciting games that you and I have ever done. The only other game that we can probably match was the St. Peter's, St. Joe's game, where reasonable score, 2 points, where St. Joe's got beat. But that game, and remember the 2 of us up there, as a matter of fact, the 3 of us up there, our heart was up in our throat because the ball just kept spinning slowly and slowly, and gingerly went over that out of bounds, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and recovered. If not, a lot of unhappy people would have been here, including us.
Dr. Saint, Ray, how do you see this game today sizing up? Immaculata, they're 10-0. They had 9 shutouts against a very powerful Bergen Catholic team.
Yeah, I'm looking for an exciting game, Larry. Last year we saw an outstanding high school game, and this team coming in today, I think they went about 10 games unscored upon with their defense. And I saw Bergen Catholic play last week against Ridgewood. They are tough. They're big. They'll wear you down. And the game may be decided in the 4th quarter in the last few minutes because they are just big. They come after you the whole game. If Immaculata comes out with a passing game, it might be a little bit different story because I am not too sure whether they can run on Bergen Catholic.
John?
Well, talking about Immaculata, and then we'll get into Bergen, I really think the score is going to be a little bit more than that. I'd like to see 28-7, maybe even 35-7, because the quarterback, Ed Betcole, who had a tremendous game last year, is only passing 38% of the time. They got great runners, but you look in the middle of the field, this is mud quagmire out here, and people are going to slip in a slide, and they're going to be dancing. So I think DeRosa is going to go up top to McDermott and to Fabish and to the running backs, and I tell you what, 35-7, I see the game.
Yeah, traditionally, this field, Larry, even when my son played on this, it's a fullback running field because it's a little bit muddy in the middle, and I just think with DeRosa's power that it's going to be hard to stop him in this field.
Well, if last year's game is any expectation, we're looking for a great one today. Bergen Catholic and Immaculata, it's for the semifinal championship. The winner today goes on next week for the championship. We'll be back with the flip of the coin and the beginning of the game.
Athletic Association. These rules differ from those used in college.
Well, we're getting ready for the flip of the coin. The weather here up in Oradell, it's partly cloudy. The wind is coming from the near sidelines to the far sidelines, John. I don't know how much of effect it's going to have. We were on the field about an hour ago, and it seemed windy to me. But the wind's about 20 miles an hour. They're expecting high winds by the end of the game. And the temperature's not very bad down there for December.
About 42, I guess.
Yeah,
42,
about
43 degrees.
They're flipping the coin. And it looks as though the Spartans of Immaculata have won the toss, and they're going to defer to the second half, so it'll probably be Bergen Catholic receiving, and Immaculata will be kicking from right to left. It is an unbelievable crowd. People are still packing in this place. When we got here, we saw some of the fathers of Bergen Catholic. They're expecting 3,000 people here today.
There'll probably be more than 3,000 because I can see the people lining up around the field. I'd say maybe between 4 and 5. And depending next week, you're looking at 5 to 10.
Well, you got about, it's 1 o'clock now, and I look over my shoulder, and there's a line of about 50, 60 people trying to get in right now. The crowd extends along the complete fence on the outside. There's no more room here at the in the stands.
Look at this, Tony Carson.
Hey, Tony.
How you doing, guys?
Great. Talk right in here, Tony. This is great. What do you think, Tony? A little before the game?
Bergen's too physical. I think they're too physical for Immaculata. Although Immaculata's got a good team speed, but the field's going to nullify that too.
Yeah, you can see the middle of the field is a little bit tough for the running game, but you think they're both going to pass? Well, you know Bergen will.
It's windy though too. Bergen should, because they're going to be playing man-to-man, I would think. And I don't know if they can match up with Fabish or McDermott for that matter.
Nice crowd here today coming in. How much does wind have an effect on your game planning during the week? You watch the weather forecast a lot?
I don't think it affects Bergen's game plan that much. I think, the fact that the ball will be dry, that's the most important thing. But if it really gets gusty, it's going to definitely take away from the passing game.
So they're getting ready to tee this ball up. Like I said, the wind seems to me blowing cross field. It's not in the back of any one team. Kicking number 10, Alan Kidd, will be kicking off and dropping deep. Fabrish is in the middle. McDermott, and I can't get the number of the other guy. Looks like Cheney. So it's Fabrish, McDermott, and Cheney.
21 and 5.
Are deep. And we're just about ready here. The crowd's still pouring in. I wonder if they ever said, let's wait a few minutes, get the crowd to come in. No, they just kick it off.
Probably not. The ball just fell off the tee, so we're going to go back. You're going to lose one of your players going to have to place the ball down.
Well, they said the weather forecast was that the wind picking up in velocity as the day went on. So it could be very, very windy by the second half today. Although we're very comfortable here, and there's a nice little hole here, John. Here comes Kidd's kick. End over end coming down. McDermott has at the 15. Up the middle. And it's tackled on the 25-yard line, where the Crusaders of Bergen Catholic will take over, 1st and 10.
Well, all the nerves and everything else, the cobwebs are all out. You want to get that first big hit, and the game will start.
The center, if we can get the offense, and they go very quickly in a quick hurry up. Well, we're going to give the quarterback is DeRosa, Mark DeRosa, Mark Fabrish is the one wide out, Joe DeFranco, Bill Tierney are the running backs. Just like a hurry up offense. Everybody's going to this.
It's an audible. Quarterback's getting the play from Freddie from the sideline.
All right,
Fabrish
this is
is out.
great.
Handoff to DeRosa. Right in the middle, stopped and held up.
Freddie was hoping to do this so that they wouldn't. There's such a multiple defense that he was trying to lock them into that base defense by going no huddle.
And of course, Glenn Legotke was the one who made that stop right there. As the hole opened, boom, he stopped it right there. No gain, I guess, Larry.
Fabrish is out to the right. McDermott to the left. Piela's in the slot. DeRosa looks, DeRosa throws out for Fabrish. He's got Fabrish, and Fabrish has it across the 50-yard line. It was just a fade pattern, John.
Great catch by number 5, Mark Fabrish, who made all county at quarterback. But you know what? That pass was a little bit overthrown, or else touchdown right off the bat.
So Joe Piela now is in the slot to the left with McDermott way out to the left. Fabrish is on the right. The ball is on the 48-yard line. It's a hurry-up offense here.
25 yards on that pass play, Larry.
DeRosa's getting the signal from Coach Stengel. This caught me by surprise. DeRosa calling signals. Handoff to DeFranco, and DeFranco's hit again by Legacki, I think, John. huh?
Yeah, same individual, Glenn Legacki, linebacker, 5'11", 182 pound, a junior, reacting extremely well in the open hole.
They got us going very quickly, moving quickly, huh, John?
The way to go.
DeRosa comes up. It's going to be a second down. We're going to call it 8 yards to go. The ball's on the 46-yard line. Just the opening things here. Hand off to Tierney. There's a hole, and Tierney's is across the 40 to the 38. He might be just a hair shy of first down. We'll wait for the spot.
A little bit short, looks like. I had about 7 yards.
They're going to call it third down and about a yard to go. Well, it slows down a little bit. We can give the offense of Bergen Catholic. The center is Ray Monday. The tackles are Ben Tone and Angelo Odo. Tackle John Matizek, number 59, Brian Brosnan. Tim McDermott and Dave Cavalluzzo are the ends, but they change. We're at I formation. McDermott is out to the left. Tierney, he has the first down as he gets close and to the 35-yard line. John?
Great second effort by Bill Tierney. Gain of about 4 yards and a first down. Looks like, what, number 78? For Immaculata that time on a stop. Tom Bajak, 6'6", 225. Nice size. 255, got to get my eyes straight.
So Bergen Catholic with its...
Yeah, he looked a lot bigger than 225.
Bergen Catholic with its hurry-up offense.
Yeah.
Crow set in the back with Tierney and DeFranco. Slot left. Piela's in the slot. DeRosa's back. DeRosa looks. Good protection. Great protection. Throws down to McDermott. McDermott has it. He's going down. And he is in. Touchdown. DeRosa to McDermott. 35 yards on a slant pattern. Plenty of time. John?
Well, that was it. The offensive line, those big guys up front, gave them all day to pass. And you know what, Larry? Immaculata uses 2 down linemen with 2 linebackers on the outside standing up. And man-to-man was the coverage on him. And, you know, when you got 4 or 5 speed, Tim McDermott, he ran all the way to Ridgewood that time in the score.
But what made that play, John, was the time that DeRosa had to look over the field. He waited for McDermott to clear out. The ball was delivered. No one near him, just ran it into the right side of the end zone. So, Bergen Catholic strikes first. It's opening series. And scores a touchdown.
Yeah.
Ruoff will attempt the PAT. DeRosa holds. It's up. Well, it's good. So, 9 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bergen Catholic takes the opening drive and goes some 80 yards for a touchdown and leads 7-0 over Immaculata. Huck Ruoff is kicking off. Number 1, Oscar Batham, is deep in the middle. And number 21, Gezel. Kick is coming to the man to the right. That's Mike Bates, wide receiver. And Bates is hit hard as he gets across the 25 to about the 28-yard line. John?
And I'm just trying to pick up number 23 that time, made the stop. Scott Petrie was one of them with a host of Crusaders on top.
Well, let's get the offense for the Spartans. The center is Brian Hoyt. The guards are Peter Reed and Mike Albert. Brian Mertz and Tom Bajak are the tackles.
Well, let's see, Larry, if they go to standard type offense, running the ball as they've been doing all year.
Metcalf is back. He's going to throw. Throws back, and then no one's there. Oh, he was intended for number 37. That's Bill Malloy. We got to check. They changed the running backs a little bit on us, John. I want to see who's back there. Number 20 is Guy Sacento. Bill Malloy is the tight end. And try to pick up some of the numbers back there. Bates, Mike Bates is a wide receiver. Bill Adams is a 1 running back. He's in the deep back in the eye. And Glenn Legaki's up front.
Great pursuit by that line. And I see my man, 5'5", Ben Tonin in the middle of that powwow. Waiting for the last guy, number 72 on a stop, Brian Brosnan, who made All-County, I heard. And congratulations to your son making tight end.
Thank you. That last play was a fullback trap that they really hurt us last week. But Bergen is so big and physical inside, and Tony is such a tough linebacker to get down on with the tackle. It'll be tough to run the trap against Bergen Catholic.
Legacki and Batman are in the eye. Bechtold's back, looks, throws out here, overthrows his man. That was Jacinto, the wide receiver. So
That's what they did 44 times last year. They're almost the exact same pattern, but different personnel this year.
Yeah, last year they had a phenomenal combination, the quarterback to the wideout.
Right.
I think he had like 18 or 20 catches for the game.
He had more in that one game than he had the whole entire season.
Yeah.
So Fabish is dropping back to receive the punt from number 80.
That
Bill
was
Davis.
exciting. He's a big play kid.
Great speed, right?
Great
4.5. A super
And
kid.
he's smart, too.
Yeah.
He sets things up real well.
Oh, look at this. This
Bad
is great.
snap.
It's a
And it's
big
tackled,
play.
fumbled, the ball's
Ball's
rolling
still
around,
bouncing.
and it's going to be recovered. Bad snap. And it's recovered by number 55 at the end, Tonin.
Ben Tonin, 5'5", once again. Helping with number 77 was in there, Brian Coughley. Nice size. And a big break.
So big break. Bergen Catholic leading 7-0. Bad snap. And now they take over. The ball is inside the
About 11-yard
That's
line.
11-yard line, just on the 10, just outside the 10. So it's 1st and 10. They can't make a first down without scoring a touchdown. Fabish is to the right. McDermott is to the left. They're in the eye with DeFranco deep this time. DeFranco goes to 2. That's going to bring up a second, and we're going to call it maybe 1 or 2. John?
Well, you know, that was perfect the way he was doing as we were counting, following those big linemen, gain of about 5 yards by DeFranco.
So
That was the
second
same
down.
play It was the same play they ran earlier. This time DeFranco bounced it to the outside.
He waited for the block, which is, he's another very heads-up line running back.
Fabish comes out to the right. Handoff to DeFranco, skips and jumps his way, but he's tackled short of the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. They had number 15 in. I was looking for his number, Michael Dio. They snuck him out on us, John.
I got Justin Ciniello, is that 15?
Yeah, I got the wrong thing. You're right, as usual. I'm
Justin
looking.
Ciniello, nice size. He's short about 2 yards for a first down and 3 yards to a touchdown. And this could give them a big advantage in the first quarter.
The crowd still coming in. They better get here quick.
Bergen's come out in the I formation, which I haven't seen too much this year.
Fabish is in motion.
Power football right here. There it is.
Yeah.
Tierney to the goal line. He's got a first down, I think. When he has a touchdown,
Yeah.
they're deciding.
He's inside the
He's
one.
inside the 1, so that should be enough for a first.
That's another excellent running back, Bill Tierney.
1st and goal. The ball is about the 1 yard line. I'm looking at the monitor to pick it up. You know, it's better to look at the monitor. It's easy to see.
So what do you think, Tony? We're going to go with an I formation here, with an I formation, power football here.
I don't know why we changed. We just did last week. Let's see. No, it's belly. This is always belly. DeFranco off left guard.
Okay.
1st and goal. Motion.
Yep.
There's
it is.
DeFranco. Goes to the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown.
Easy to call
So
from here,
Bergen
right?
Catholic scores again for a touchdown.
That's the problem, Bergen. You know it's coming, but you have to stop it.
Yeah, they got some horses up front.
So that's another touchdown for Mr. DeFranco. And Bergen Catholic takes a 13-0 lead with 6:06 to go in the first quarter. Now this similar to what happened last year, John. Bergen Catholic jumped out 21-0, and then Immaculata caught on fire, and they made a game of it.
And by 6 inches, 1 and 1 loss, right? As the ball trickled through the end zone for 2 instead of 6.
So now, Ruoff will attempt the PAT. DeRosa will hold. Snap. Well, it's high and deep enough, and it's good. So 6:06 to play in the first quarter. It's been all Bergen Catholic. They take a 14-0 lead over the Spartans of Immaculata.
Don't have to right.
Ruoff is to kick. Bates, Batham, and Gazelle is back. The ball is coming to Bates. It's going to roll out of bounds at the 5. So they'll bring it out. Well, you have a chance of kicking it over. We'll bring it back out. I think the 35.
35, is it?
So we'll see. I'll take it out. I won't let him kick it over again. What do you want to do?
I'll take it on a 30.
All right.
If they give it to me, I'll take it on a 30 here.
Huh? So now the Spartans have to get something going here. They can't be Can't start dropping behind too fast over here.
It was on a 35-yard line, yeah.
On the 35 and put it
This is my first mistake of the day, many more to come. On the 35. And now as a coach, you really have to say, you have to get 2 or 3 first downs to try to change the momentum. And this is an excellent team from Immaculata.
Santo and Bates.
8
Santo
shutouts,
is
right?
deep.
Out of 9 games.
Bates out to the left. Handoff to 42,
Great game.
Bill Adams. And
Actually, they
Adams
have
is
9 shutouts.
dropped
9 out of 10.
for about maybe a 1-yard pickup. John?
Well, that was a fantastic job once again for my number 5'5", Ben Tonin, on the stop after about, well, give him a yard. This 55 is my type of football player. He watches, he knows where the play is coming, great tackler. One game I saw he had 22 tackles, 11 solos, and 11 assists. That is phenomenal.
Bates and Sacento are coming out to the left, the I formation with Lagaki, and now we have Batum in motion to the left. Bechtold looks, Bechtold throws, incomplete for Bates. Fabish was right there. John?
That's a tough pass play. You know, the ball takes a long time to get here. If Fabish that time forgot about hitting him and just looking for the ball, it could have been 6.
That looked like almost a screen pass coming out here. They were trying to set something up here, but Fabish had nothing, didn't want any part of it. He came right up and made the play. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we're going to call it 10. I don't want to call it 9.5. We'll call it 10. They're going to need 10 yards. No, the weather's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, beautiful day.
We're not rocking up here yet. Sacinto's out to the left. Bates is to the right. I formation. Handoff to Lagaki. Nothing. Stopped in the middle.
Fullback trap.
Number 73, Contrell, John.
Well, you had Contrell and Angelo Odo that time on a fullback trap, and that's something we're using against St. Joe's, right? They're trapping.
Yeah. Especially like that, where they're expecting fast and expecting to rush upfield. That's a good call to trap some. But Tonin's tough on the trap.
And he's got some big fellas up there, 73 and 72.
Davis is back to punt.
That was 73.
Fabish
Contrell.
is on his 27-yard line, awaiting it. We have a penalty, line drive. Ball is taken by Fabish. Fabish is run out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, but there is a penalty. Let's see what this is going to be here.
It could be coming. Well, I think they're probably going to decline the penalty. I think I had it on the Immaculata.
The Spartans were called for a motion, so Bergen Catholic elects them to let them another bad snap. Davis was lucky to get it off as the ball rolls out of bounds around the 45-yard line. Bad snap. It looks like it looks like to me, John. It looks as though the wind was blowing it from right to left. Again, no huddle, offense. Fabish is to the right. Piella's in the slot.
4th down lineman.
McDermott is out to the left. Handoff, DeRosa, and DeRosa is nothing, maybe a yard or 2. John, they seem to defend that, but they're having a hard time with the passing.
Yeah. Joe DeFranco that time who came through for a couple of yards. You know what they did is I was here talking to Coach Carthage. They switched and now they have 4 down linemen trying to get more of a rush and go man-to-man out here against McDermott and Fabish.
You can't give
That's tough.
All right. We now have. Well, they're changing the ball. I tell you, you can't give DeRosa or any good quarterback time. He'll pick you apart.
Participation against the Spartans.
Oh, illegal participation.
Yep.
Well, I guess the Bergen Catholic caught the Spartans with 12 men on the field.
Had extra guy rushing.
It looked like a great play.
That's why you only got 2 yards.
That's the other defense. Two down line.
Same offense as before with Fabish out, Piella in the slot. Handoff to Tierney, and Tierney's in behind the line. Might have lost it here for yard of a yard, John.
Joe Conti that time came through and made a beautiful play to stop Tierney. Would have lost about a yard.
Again, they come up in this quick offense.
I love this.
I like it moves fast. The game is fast. Keeps us on our toes. DeRosa calling signals, blocking them out. Slot to the left. DeRosa's back. DeRosa looks. DeRosa throws down to Tierney, out of bounds. McDermott, I'm sorry. So I didn't see the 2.
Well, McDermott had number 83, Mike McClernand, completely turned around, and had the ball been a little bit closer, you would have had about a 30-yard completion.
So it's second down. We'll call it 11. The ball is on the 42-yard line of the Spartans. They trail 14-0 with 3 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the quarter. DeRosa's barking signals. DeRosa's back, looks, no, pumps, now throws out to Fabish. Fabish has, and Fabish is tackled shy of the 30-yard line. It's going to be short of first down, John.
Probably about a yard, and I know Fred Stengel will go for this one. 4th down, a yard. He's going to go for a first down here on the 30.
Yeah, I think so. You got this machine, and this time they're going to go into a huddle and talk about it instead of run up.
I think we're going to call
I think we said belly left again, I think.
belly left right behind number 659.
I formation.
I formation.
Still go left, though, right?
DeFranco's deep. Tierney's up.
Yep, there he goes.
DeFranco gets
First
to
down.
the 30 on the spin. Let's see now. It
4
depends
inches.
where they
he made it
spot
by.
it.
4 inches.
As
First
Bob,
down.
as Bob comes closer and closer to the mark, we'll see. To me, it looks like it's at first, but I'm not official. Well, he made the first down, DeFranco did, with his spin, and he dived.
Now they got 5 down line.
Yeah, at least they're changing the defense.
DeRosa's calling signals. He's looking, still looking, rolls to his right. And nothing, tackled, dropped for a loss. He was looking for Fabish, didn't have Fabish. Then he was looking for McDermott, and he didn't have
And
McDermott.
Torriello came through and sacked him for about 8, 9 yards, 10 yards. Beautiful play.
Macklin's doing a good job mixing it up now. They've been in a 2-down line, they had 4 down line, now they're trying to get 5.
Saw
All
him.
tied into man-to-man in the secondary.
Ball's on the 38-yard line. As the Spartans are changing up their defenses. Piella is in the slot. Whoops. 5 yards. They're going to get 5 yards back as Spartans came across the line of scrimmage. John, the crowd here again reminds of last year, the championship game. They're sold out the grandstands and they're surrounding the field, the fence, the snow fence. And there's still, as I look over my shoulder, people are still coming into this field. They're still pouring in here. They expected 3,000. I don't know how many are going to be here.
I think you're over that 3,000 mark and climbing.
Think so, huh? DeRosa's back now. He looks, fires way downfield. Incomplete. He was throwing for Fabish, and there were 4 Spartans surrounding Fabish as he made his post move, John.
Alan Kidd and Mark Fabish go all the way down, pushing and shoving.
Yeah, you know,
incidental contact.
Well, 4 guys surrounding you, kind of tough.
Well, that was man-to-man, but number 10 was a free safety. He was the one that ended up double covering Fabish.
And you're going to have to do that. You got to have a double team, at least on him. And the other side, McDermott.
So you have 3rd down now. The ball is just outside the 35-yard line. And there's a timeout on the field. I want to talk about this. So 1 minute and 34 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bergen Catholic is leading Immaculata 14-0. So we after the timeout.
All right, 1 back set.
3rd down. We're going to call it 14 yards.
Unless he goes for the draw.
DeRosa's back. DeRosa's looking to his left. Throws out here
Nice
to
throw.
McDermott.
Nice throw.
And he's got it. And it's going to be enough for a first down, John.
First down. I got first down by, I think it was 21. I think I was
McDermott.
That was McDermott. He looked at him all the way that time. How do you like
That's the
DeRosa?
kind of pattern where the free safety is no factor.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way he can get there.
Tim McDermott this year had 15 receptions, 5 were for touchdowns. So 1/3 of his receptions are touchdowns, John.
That is belly formation. There we go.
Piella's in the slot.
Here we go.
Hand
left.
off to DeFranco. And DeFranco gets to the 15-yard line. A pickup of about 5. John?
This is the first time I've seen DeFranco making a lot of moves. Usually he's just full speed ahead, and this time he's dancing a lot out there.
That's a result of the Immaculata's defense, though. They're a gap defense, so he's trying to read what he sees and bounces to the outside. Where earlier he popped one to the outside because you read it.
Okay.
Usually that play breaks right between the left guard and left tackle.
Same offense as we've been seeing here. Slot, left and right with Piella in the slot. Throws to Fabish, and let's see what they're calling. They're going to call a complete
catch.
They're going to call a catch just shy of the 10-yard line. Well, some people are clapping. That's the Bergen Catholic, and the Immaculata people are booing.
I tell you, it was a great catch. It was a bullet. The defender was right over. I thought maybe you're going to see a flag at that point.
That might be the last play of the first quarter, as there's 15 seconds to go. They may try to get this off. McDermott out to the left and Fabish to the right. We have a tight end now, Cavaluso.
Back in the eye.
Back in the eye. This time, Tierney is deep. Tierney up the middle, goes to the goal line and in. Touchdown, John.
What a block by 5'9". I mean, he took his man, and I'm trying. He's still getting up. Number, it looks like 85. He was taken out, knocked down a hole about 3 or 4 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, there's no time on the clock. As Tierney went right up the middle behind Matizak's block and scored a touchdown. It's 20-0 now, John.
An outstanding play, Larry. I mean, 59, that was a major league block, to say the least. Best block of the day.
And John, people are still coming in here.
Well, it's the LA group.
The LA, they want to get here late, huh? So this will be the last play of the first quarter. Ruoff kicks and everything is coming up rosy.
And I owe Mrs. Tonin $6 right now. That's 3 extra points, $6.
So the first quarter ends with that PAT, and Bergen Catholic takes a 21-0 lead over Immaculata. Oh, full kick. Gezel has. Gezel is tackled hard on the 20 by Tonin and company, John.
That's about 5 for Tonin, I think. And you know what it is? A good tackler has got to play specialty teams. He's got to be down that run and knock him down.
So the ball is just over the 20. We'll call it the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans of Immaculata from Somerville. They now trail 21-0, and they got to get something going here, John.
Yeah, you
take
gotta
some
have
of the,
2 or 3 first downs would be what the doctor ordered right here. It's got to be.
the doctor, huh?
Yeah, the doctor, Dr. Saint.
That's right.
Immaculata's going to a power
eye here. Hickton back. Now throws for Bates. And they're going to call it incomplete. Boy, he was running for his life to his right, John.
Yeah, that's a tough formation. I mean, he had 3 or 4 players in front of him. 1 receiver. It would have been great if he could have had somebody in the middle of the field. What do you think?
That's usually a power running formation, but they like to do a lot of play action. You just saw it right there out of that. Then they run a nice little misdirection play, which they hurt us with last week. And of course, they always can just come with the power too. Power eye right this way.
Phil Torriello's number 22. Bates is in there.
And they go to the short side.
Short upside man. And that's Bantam, number 1, who stopped for, it might have been a loss, John.
Yeah, I see 72 finished him off. That's Brosnan. But I did not see who the first one was in there. Maybe 73?
Could be.
Cullen Trout.
Okay.
Some of the 2 big guys. Then I saw Tonin was hanging out in the general vicinity.
All right.
Tonin's always right.
Sounds okay to me. I'm watching the wind and the flag of if Bob can get the American flag up there, blowing at a nice clip. Francola figures that to be about a 21-mile-an-hour gale.
And gusting to 42.
Motion.
Yeah.
They said no.
No flag, though. He did move, there's no doubt.
Yeah, I thought Billy Adams moved.
Didn't look that way.
So, but the Bergen Catholic holds, the defense holds, as the Immaculata can't do too much against his team. And they're going to kick again.
And Mark Fabish could get possession on the ball. And
so Fabish is dropping back just inside his 45-yard line. And Davis, who's been overworked already in the first quarter and a few minutes, is going to punt again. He'll be kicking the ball from his 10-yard line.
They've had problem with the long snap.
Yep.
Yeah, that was bad. Ooh,
Davis
almost.
just gets it. It might have been tipped, and the ball is going to die.
You had number 40, it looked like, John Pasinich, right?
Yep. What, the 35-yard line?
Great field position.
He's having a hard time, Davis, kicking the ball. He's taking an awful long time to kick it. That time the ball might have been tipped. So Bergen Catholic has tremendous field position. They lead 21-0, and there's 9:54 to go in the half, John.
Yeah, it's been all Bergen Catholic up to this point. No first down for Immaculata. DeFranco has 33 yards and 8 carries, 2 scores, I think.
So they come out with a wing to the right. Fabish is on the wing. McDermott split to the left. Now Fabish is in motion.
The blitzing, look at the
They
blitz.
fake the belly.
DeRosa looks, DeRosa throws. Nearly intercepted by Lagaki. It was intended for McDermott, John.
Well, that time I think I had Immaculata had at least 2 people blitzing, giving him no time to pass, and the wind just put the ball into the dirt.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Hey, John, people are still coming in this place.
They should wait till after the halftime, right?
Maybe they think it's a 1:30 start. You know, a lot of games start 1:30, you know. Piela's in the slot. McDermott left, Fabish right, Pro set. DeRosa's back. DeRosa looks, DeRosa. That was touched. It was tipped by number 39. That's Greg Gerstner.
Gerstner made a nice play, and
they were blitzing again, and Bergen did a good job picking the blitz up, too.
well, like we were talking before, the coaching staff has to adjust. They got to give them all different sets to try to generate some rush and make it tougher for DeRosa.
Bergen and his staff have done a great job. You can see they're well prepared.
Tierney's on the wing, almost a slot.
They move.
Here comes DeRosa back. There's a flag.
There's one.
There's DeFranco.
We saw
DeFranco eludes
before.
one man,
Yep.
but not the other one. He eluded Gerstner, Greg Gerstner, but he's dropped. There's a penalty there. Let's see what that's going to
It's
be.
against Bergen Catholic,
McDermott had
2-1.
moved too soon,
Right.
yeah.
McDermott moved. And
Now we got to see what the Immaculata wants to do. If they're going to decline it and bring up a 4th and 10.
I would probably decline this penalty.
Yeah, I would
Make a
too.
4th and about 8, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. 4th and
About 8, 7.
well, they're moving. They keep moving that. There you go. We'll call it 7. 4th and 7. DeRosa brings them up.
I think I'd use Dave Cavalluzzo this time. I'll look in.
Tierney's in motion.
Yeah.
Nope.
Inside.
Down there for
There's
Cavalluzzo.
a penalty. What a catch! What a
What a
catch!
catch by
Flag,
Cavalluzzo.
though. There's a
But they're going to
flag.
call a flag. What a catch.
Yeah, there was some bumping down there for Cavalluzzo. What a-
Great catch.
Alan Kidd was on the defense, but they was pushing and shoving.
A nice play action fake, too. Look like for sure it's going to be a reverse.
Yeah, they faked it to Fabish. Pass interference. Offense.
Get out of
Yeah, they called it on 88, I guess.
Bergen's getting fancy this year, huh?
What a play.
The free, I remember.
It's pass interference, and if I got the call right, it might have been loss of down also.
Yes,
Right?
it is a loss.
So it's a loss of down if the ref was. Thank you, the ref up here. It's nice to have the ref up here. I can't make too many mistakes. So it's
He may have pushed off early. At the end there, he certainly didn't push off.
but no matter what, it was a great catch by Cavalluzzo.
Yeah, great catch and great play call, too.
They had illegal man downfield also, from what I've seen.
So I think it's pass interference, and it's a loss of down. And they moved the ball out to the 45-yard line since it was a 4th down.
Well, it's academic if Immaculata doesn't start moving the ball.
So
They haven't had a first down
Immaculata
yet.
dodges a bullet.
First down.
Sacento's back here. Handoff to number 22. That's Torriello.
Yeah, Torriello with the ball, and of course, as he's trying to leave, he couldn't go. 5'5" was holding him. It said, I'm going to put you right down here.
John, I tell you, the running that Immaculata's doing, Bergen Catholic has stopped all their runs. I don't know if they got more than 3 yards on any run. And the passing, so they shut them down totally offensively, Bergen Catholic has.
Well, it's the game plan. He's prepared for their running.
Sarcento's to the right, Bates to the left.
Now Bergen's going man-to-man also.
Bechtold is back.
Play option.
Bechtold throws downfield and out of bounds as he was rushed by Brosnan and company.
Well, Bechtold, what he did then, he did a little play action to the running back, and it's tough, though. Mark Fabish was right there, backstepping, plenty of time and speed, and he threw the ball away.
Well, Bergen that time decided they would also have played man-to-man. They get more pressure on the quarterback, and it worked.
So Immaculata is looking at a third down, and we're going to call it 12. Sarcento is out to the left.
Watch that reverse to 37. I like the reverse for this. That screen to third. No.
Throws it out here right to Fabish. Fabish is down the sideline. And he's tackled. Bechtold threw the ball, and Fabish was right there. Fabish is tackled by
In that
the guy.
formation previously, they like to run reverse to the tight end. That time, the tight end faked the screen, threw it downfield. Fabish was right there.
That was on Malloy, right? 30 seconds
Yes,
Malloy. Outstanding player, great defensive player.
But Fabish makes big plays.
Oh, what an outstanding player.
So Bergen Catholic is back where they were just a few
I
minutes
think I
ago.
remember he killed us last year, didn't he?
I think it was the interception and
Interception and the punt
punt
return.
returns. But that was a great game last year.
The ball's on the 37-yard line of Immaculata. DeFranco hits for about a yard, maybe, John. I tell you, Immaculata, they've been handling that fairly well. I guess they're waiting for that run.
That's the first counter trap that Bergen ran so far. And I think that's a play that's there against Immaculata. That was the play that we used last week. TJ Fay, who gained over 200 yards on that one play.
Seems like
Bergen hasn't needed to fake them out there. They've been able to go right at it.
he picked up 2 yards.
We got all kinds of coverage today.
Oh,
We
here
have
comes a
radio
blitz.
station.
Tierney hits the middle of the line and barely got back to the line of
That time,
scrimmage.
they ran that play right into the stunt.
Yeah, and you can't move him out unless you got a can open.
So you have a third down now for the Crusaders. There is 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the half. They lead 21-0 over Immaculata.
My recommendation of a play right here would be to Dave Cavalluzzo. I would put that number 88, the last play, go down out into that corner, or look in.
Eye backs.
Let's see.
DeRosa fakes. Nice
88,
fake.
look at 88.
Long throw downfield to Fabish. And it's... What a play!
Great
Oh, what a play!
Good defense, too.
Great.
Scott-
Excellent defense.
Defense, great concentration by Fabish.
Scott Pressler deflected the ball, and Fabish was still able to catch it. One of the great plays you're going to see.
Came right out of the sun also.
Yeah, the one mistake was he tipped the ball up and set it down. As Fabish, like you said, great concentration,
Oh, yeah. He stayed
looked the
with it.
ball in, and a touchdown.
In the sun, with the mud, stayed with it.
And you played many years up here as a coach,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
So Ruoff is going to make his fourth attempt at the PAT, but that was some catch. That electrified the crowd here, John. The ball was batted away.
Fabish has a way of making big plays. Didn't we just say that?
Fabulous Fabish, right? But did you see 88 was wide open? The tight end, Cullen Trell.
Ruoff
What am I
kicks,
saying? Cavalluzzo was wide open looking for the ball.
and it's good.
Did it go
So-
over? Didn't go over, right?
I don't know if you ought to toast it. Your money to the
six.
toning family, guy. So 6:07 to go in the half. It's 28-0. Bergen Catholic
I'm up
over
to six.
Immaculata.
$6 I'm up to.
First quarter.
Okay.
He's already 934 yards.
Gazelle. Oh, I got his name on Giselle, John. They told me
Giselle.
Giselle. Well, I will call him Giselle.
And you know, once again, who was on that tackle?
Go ahead.
5'5". You're going to be calling that name. John Madden made put him on the honorary team. He's getting dirtier. 5'5".
Now Immaculata's really got to do something with this possession, down 28-0. So it's first and 10. The ball's on the 21, make a 22-yard line. Sarcento comes out to the right. Bates is to the left. Ibacks. Adams is deep. Bechtold looks, Bechtold throws. No good. It was intended for Bates. No, it was intended for Malloy.
Malloy, number
Malloy.
37, who's their premier receiver and defensive player. But you know what it is? They're not getting much time. That time he had plenty of time to pass. But great coverage by Tonin and the cornerback.
As we get our meteorological report here from the Weather Channel, the temperature is 43 degrees, the wind is out of the west at 20 miles an hour, and it's overcast.
And what kind of clouds are those?
Cirrus nimbus clouds.
Nimbus cumulus clouds.
That's what
exactly.
I said.
Not
Did I say
cirrus.
it? No, Cirrus
are high
nimbus
clouds.
Cirrus.
Nimbus cumulus cloud.
What am I, a meteorologist? Bechtold is back. He throws downfield for Malloy, overthrows, and covered by Fabish again. And Tierney were out there. John?
I think we had a flag pattern that time on number 5, Mark Babish, showing his speed.
Now, wait a minute. Before the next play, what are those clouds called? Get this right now.
Those are nimbus cumulus clouds. The cirrus are high. Back to the football game.
Bechtold is 0 for 7. They show you the kind of defense that Bergen Catholic is throwing up against Immaculata here. Bechtold is back, rushed, and this time it was that pass was just dropped by Malloy, number 37.
That always happens. You're waiting for the guy to hit you, and you're looking where, and you don't have the ball, you haven't tucked it away, and you usually drop the ball. Again, the punt coming up. Bad snaps.
Yeah, a couple of bad snaps, and Davis is taking his time punting it. So now Bechtold is 0 for 8 in pass attempts.
Looks like Immaculata's met their match today. But I tell you, they've had a great season. 9 shutouts in 10 games. That's a great accomplishment.
That's true. Nine shutouts.
And we were told they wanted the smallest parochial A in the state. Immaculata.
Yep.
They are. Yeah, they may be. Yeah.
Well, that was a good snapback.
Took a long time.
Oh, bad snap, and it hit him. It hit a man in the head. It hit Immaculata player in the head. It hit number 66.
Yep,
absolutely.
That's Mike Tabersi, a nose
That
guard.
time
Hit him right in the back of the head. I think Davis is maybe he's having trouble with his plant foot,
he didn't
John.
plant his foot that time. He slipped and he gave a side kick almost. And there's a flag. We got a flag on the play.
Yeah.
It's
A push against illegal block by Immaculata that time. We'll correct that.
pulling up the Weather Channel to get the correct terminology for these clouds.
Call Larry Raffieri.
Bergen is running an unbalanced line right now.
The penalty was against
Gotta be left
I'd
Immaculata.
say they run this way.
Behind
Handoff to
Cronin.
Tierney. Big hole offside. Tierney breaks tackle, breaks another tackle, still going.
What a run! What a run!
What a run by
you say?
Tierney.
You think that's Madison Square Garden was looking for a play?
Wow.
Got to give it right back to him now. Come on, Freddie, give him the ball.
He's down to about the half-yard line. What a run. He was hit 3 or 4 times, but would not go down. Kept those legs moving.
Larry, I think he had 15 yards before anyone went to touch him. That was great blocking by the line. They went to unbalanced line, tackle over. Hey, they got it again, too. Same thing.
It's got to go to 11, right?
Tierney is the up back. DeFranco is the deep back in the eye.
Brosnan came over next to Madison.
And they give it to DeFranco. DeFranco waltzes in for a touchdown.
That's
just
not
easy.
bad. You got Tonin, Madison, and Brosnan back to back to back. Great call, Freddie.
So with 4:42 to go in the half, Bergen Catholic takes a commanding 34-0 lead over Immaculata. Ruoff is ready.
We go back to the weather.
Kick is
Great
up,
kick.
and the Francolins on the Tonin some more money. 35-0. BC leads Immaculata.
I got to send the wife back out to work.
Get that money for the Tonins. They keep whacking it into the to that guy's house. Kick is coming down and taken by Bates up to the 20, and then across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. John?
Well, that time we got number 3, Eric Ayala on his stop, helped by his friend, 5'5", Ben Tonin, and a tackle.
I'm getting a little hectic here up in the press box. People running back and forth. Some scores came in from the Paramus Catholic game. They're going to double. We're not going to put anything on the air until we get a confirmation from Mr. Odo, who tells us that's it. No scores.
36-0?
What? Don't give any scores out. It's unofficial.
I just heard a little birdie. 36-0, Paramus Catholic.
Davis is in motion to the right. Fumble! Bechtold got it back as he caves in on him.
And
At the 30, John.
And you know who stopped that play, who made the tackle? Just wait and see. I got 72 and 73, 2 of their friends, Brosnan and Colantrell.
So, lost about 2 yards, going to bring up a 2nd down and 12. They got phones in here to all over. We got someone here from New Brunswick who's doing a live radio show.
There's the official announcement.
All right. Patain is in motion. Handoff, back handoff to Legaki and stop. Look at that.
As he flexed his arms.
Go ahead, John. You want to get that score now? Official. WCTV can tell the viewers.
Well, it's 36-0 in favor of Paramus Catholic. So I would assume Vito has had at least a couple of scores via the air to maybe Zach or the sophomore, right? Who was the
Mazaron.
Mazaron.
Chuck Mazaron. Well,
Number
John.
9.
I think Lopez probably had a couple of scores.
Yeah, that's true. Who made All County, right?
Very deserving.
Yeah, excellent running back.
Patain in motion. The ball is
Another
fumbled
fumble.
around. Bechtold fumbled. The ball's still rolling around. And it's going to be
You got to feel from that.
recovered.
That's a shame.
Angel Odo.
Angelo Odo, 71, recovered. Odo recovered the fumble.
So Angelo Odo recovers the fumble, and his father comes in, gives us the okay that the score is 35-0 Paramus Catholic over Seton Hall Prep. So the Odos are mainstay here now, John.
Absolutely, and right now I'd be looking as a coach, playing my 3rd and 4th string, getting them ready. It's
Listen.
a little bit early, but
Tony said I can run a yard. Maybe they want to suit me up. I can show them some of my dazzling moves.
Now they've got unbalanced line the other way. Madison's a right tackle.
yep. Look at that size. He's got those.
The counter. No?
DeRosa's back. DeRosa is going to throw for
Look at the
Fabish.
time.
Throws outside, and oh no! He caught that one. Oh no, it's intercepted.
Interception.
Oh,
Number 11.
Number 11, Pressler.
Great interception.
I tell you what, John.
Fabish caught the ball.
Me too. Pressler was the one who knocked the ball away from Fabish, who made that
Yeah.
great reception for a touchdown. This time he said, no knock away, I'm going to kick it. John?
Chrysler, that thing. Number 11 made the reception on that, and I had it like you. I thought we had a touchdown.
You got to keep an eye on this
That's
monitor
the
here.
first play Fabish did not make today.
yeah.
It was stolen from him by Scott Pressler. So Immaculata will take over with 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the half. They trail 35-0.
Yeah, Streesley was the one who made the interception, number 11. And still not a first down in the first half. So it's something right now you got to get some time with the offense.
Bechtold hands off to number 1, and that's Batham. That's Oscar Bathan. And
That kid can run. If he gets in the open, he can run.
He's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore. They have a lot of sophomores out there in Immaculata. Oh, they'll be back next year.
so he picked up, let's give him 3 yards, John, 2nd and 7.
3 yards.
Long 6, short 7. 1:53 to go. So if he couldn't have scripted any better for Bergen Catholic the first half. They did almost everything they wanted to, offense and defensively.
Well, as a coach, you like that, I guess. We want to make it easy for your offense and defense.
Bechtold hands off to that was a slow developing play as Legati received the ball, waited, and it just don't seem crisp to me, Immaculata. It's not that crisp movement here.
And that was number 71, Angela Odo again on the tackle. Great penetration by 71.
So it's going to bring up now they lost a couple yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go. They got to get to the 30, Immaculata. They have not made a first down today.
They looked crisp last week. I don't know. maybe Bergen's defense has something to do with it.
Could very well be. Bates is out to the right. Sacento's out to the left. Mecto looks, no, and that just
Great read by Tony.
Oh.
He read the play action, came right through the block and put the pressure on the quarterback. Great read by Tony.
Outstanding play. And a loss, right? Pushed him out of bounds, right?
He took my voice away.
Who did?
Conan, yeah, I couldn't get it out fast enough.
Well, he's doing other things out there. He's taking a lot of legs away from
He's
running
as
backs.
good a play you're going to find in Bergen County. He's
Excellent.
one of the top kids I've seen.
We've seen him now for 2 years, and he's gotten progressively better. He understands the game a lot more than last year, and he's just better and better and better.
Extremely well. Last year he was a great guard. This year he's really come on as a linebacker.
So there's 52 seconds to go. We have a new punter back there now, Giselle.
I would do something there,
Yeah, I
too.
think so too. Bad snap high. Giselle comes forward, and he gets a bad kickoff, and that ball is going to die about the 25-yard line. And John, they're really having a hard time with their kicking.
That was about 5 yards, that kick. 5 yards official, maybe less. 4-yard kick.
And with,
official.
44 seconds to go, you know that Bergen Catholic is going to try to get something out of this.
Well, you know, I'm just here talking with Tony Carson, and he said he didn't know what happened from last week to this week, but you know what it is? It's that momentum, that big hem, and as you make mistakes, you keep making them.
DeFranco slips and slides, gets away.
Yes, he may break.
No, and he's finally put down by Bates as he gets him up to the 20-yard line, maybe to the 19. And BC will call a timeout with 22 seconds to go. They lead 35-0. Dr. Ray is working feverishly here to get our statistics out for us.
You gotta get him a computer, you know? This
Well,
way
we
he
buy
puts
him
it
one,
right into
yeah.
it.
Why don't you get him one, John? Fake. Throws out here to DeFranco. DeFranco is knocked out of bounds. No, yeah, out of bounds. Just shy of the goal line, down to about the 3-yard line. Will be first and goal, John.
3 yards.
Timeout. I don't think it was out of bounds. Didn't they call timeout on that?
Yeah. We had about
That's about a 15-yard pickup. So it's first and goal. The ball is on the 3-yard line. And Bergen Catholic called the timeout. So
Put this one in the bank. The next handoff is going to be to number 34, Joe DeFranco.
It's that same unbalanced line to the left.
this time Tierney is in the deep in the eye.
Yes.
Tierney goes to the goal line. And
no sign.
no
He's going
sign.
down. Look at this. He's all the way down the
5
line.
seconds, 4 seconds,
They must not
3
have a
seconds,
timeout.
2 seconds,
Oh, the clock ran out.
and the clock runs out, it looks
Wait,
like.
maybe it's a timeout.
That's the end of the that's the end of the half.
Come back to haunt them. I don't know.
So the end of the half as the Bergen Catholic couldn't get the play off, but everything came up roses, John, for Bergen Catholic as they lead Immaculata 35-0. What can you say? I mean, they passed, they ran, they played defense. I don't know if Immaculata, we have to ask Dr. Ray, if Immaculata even had a first down.
No, there's no first down for Immaculata. It was all Bergen Catholic, 35-0, and they stopped on about the 1-yard line, inside the 1-yard line with time running out.
So we'll be back in just a moment.
home one against Shuttleworth.
Well, we're getting ready here for the second half. Bergen Catholic leads Immaculata 35-0, and we're going to have the stats. Our stats man here, Raymond Saint, with Saint Stats, right?
DeRosa had an outstanding half at quarterback. He was 8 for 14 for 142 yards and 2 TD passes. He had a 35-yard deflection pass to Fabish with a great catch by Fabish, and one to McDermott to start the game off for 35 yards. DeFranco, outstanding running game at fullback, 11 carries for 40 yards. Tierney, the other tailback, 8 carries for 48 yards for 1 TD, and DeFranco had 2 TDs. Ruoff had a great kicker, great extra point kicker, had 5 extra points. On defense, Fabish plays an outstanding defense. He had 1 interception. Udo had 1 fumble recovery, and Toning did an outstanding defensive job. He was in I don't know how many rushes, causing Bechtold to go 1 for 9 for 1 yard in passing for Immaculata. Legacki, their outstanding fullback, who has averaged about 8 yards a carry coming into this game, has had 4 carries for a total of 3 yards. And Bethan, another outstanding back, has 3 carries for only a total 1 yard. So you can see, Larry, how the defense has dominated this game.
Well, teams are out of the field, and we saw, as Ray was talking, we saw the entire team for Immaculata come out, hold hands, one line, to show that they haven't given up. And again, John, we talked about it even last year, we talk about it many times. That's coaching.
Absolutely, and you know what you have, Larry, out there? You have a lot of sophomore and juniors who are playing with Immaculata, so this will be a team reckoned next year. And to me, you have to be together as a team. That holding hands at midfield is fantastic. It shows them that they're a team together and a team that's going to win against other squads. Not necessarily today, though. Today, Bergen Catholic's day, they played a picture-perfect ball game.